crazy. Like, I can't even, like, explain it, but shout out to Shaq.
I was going to say, honestly, bro, I thought you had maybe, like, a relationship outside of the ring before that sponsorship with Shaq. But,
it was
damn, I didn't know it was random like that.
And people always ask me, how you
Yo,
get
hey, everybody, shoot your shot. Always shoot your shot.
Shoot that shot, man.
Today on the Miami Hustle, we got Howard H.D. Davis pulling up. Ranked number 5 in lightweight and 3 in featherweight in BKFC. So you already know, that's no joke. Pulled up all the way from Broward, so thank you for your time, first of all. We appreciate you.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. This guy's a real hustler. We've been following him for a minute now, so it's a blessing to have him on the show. And just for the people that don't know, where are you from?
From Broward County, Florida.
Shout out to Broward. Shout out to Broward. There's a Miami Hustle, but we respect all the hustlers out here. So you already know Broward. Shout out to you guys. And how was it growing up in Broward for you?
It was tough. I had a tough upbringing, like most fighters do. You know, we use that as fuel to get us past a lot of things because boxing isn't an easy like sport at all. Like any sport isn't easy, but boxing is not even a sport. It's a lifestyle. Like it's your life. It's their life. It's like, you know, it's real battle. So the upbringing definitely helped me in my fighting, but it was tough. No father, single parent. I couldn't really participate in a lot of sports. I didn't have the support. So that's why I started boxing so late. I started boxing when I was 22, 23.
Oh, damn.
But before that, I fought in the streets.
Okay.
I was known for really like if it was an issue, it's not much talking. It's really no talking. I'm there. And then my friends was like that, and we just got known for that. So from a very young age, when I got bullied, and I used to come home and tell my mom, she told me like, you know, don't take that. Like somebody put their hands on you, they act like they were about to. You know, you be first. Don't let nobody hit you first. And that stuck with me like throughout my whole life, man. My mom was really like, you know, mom and dad. Like she taught me how to fight and everything. Like when she was younger, she fought. So I guess it just runs in the blood.
Hey, shout out to mom.
Yes, sir. Shout out to mom.
That's what's up. And yo, I agree, bro. Fighting is no joke, and it's 100% discipline. That's why I like to have a lot of fighters on because you can't just flirt with it. Like if you're gonna be a fighter, you really got to dedicate your life to it.
Yeah, this ain't no like, nah. It's all the way in. You can't be halfway, half-stepping because you can die in that ring. You can die in practice. It's serious, bro. It's serious.
Yeah, you gotta be in shape.
Not even just in shape. Your mental has to be right. You have to be. Hopefully, you know, all your physical attributes are good, your hands, everything. Because when we get hurt, a lot of us are boneheads. We'll go through a whole camp hurt, push through it and fight hurt. And then we won't get the result, you know, that we're looking for. And, like, it's not an excuse. A lot of us do fight hurt, but if you sign that contract and you go through it, it's your fault. So, you know.
Yeah, nah, for sure. So when you were growing up and you were getting into fights, was it mostly defending yourself or were you picking fights? Like,
oh, I defended myself a lot, man. Especially when I was younger, I used to get picked on a lot. I was way more light-skinned. And back then, I didn't have the tattoos. I wasn't burnt from the sun from getting in pools and the chlorine getting on me and, like, the sun burning and me, like, looking very, very black. Like, my mom used to be mad. So I was skinny, light-skinned. I used to get girls and stuff like that. And once I got to high school and I knew how to dress and stuff, like, I came from one neighborhood that I used to live in, but it wasn't a neighborhood I was born in or I repped or anything like that, but it was friends I knew since I was elementary school. We all came up elementary school, middle school, high school. So I hung out with them, and it was another neighborhood, you know, kind of like rival, and they kind of grouped me in with, you know, and it just started beef with me. So from that point on, I was like fighting every other week, man. Like it was bad. It was real bad to the point I almost got kicked out, and I'm thankful, truly thankful that I even graduated high school, you know. Got to play 1 year of football my senior year, and I balled out, man. I went on a visit to FSU. I had offers from D1 schools, but I didn't have the grades because fighting.
That's big time, though.
Yeah, so that closed the door. You know, closed the door. You know, LSU was looking at me, like Arkansas. I had a whole bunch of different places really looking at me. I was balling out. Like, we went 9-1 our senior year. Alex Collins, rest in peace his soul, was on my team. John Franklin, who went to the NFL and won a Super Bowl with the Buccaneers, was on my team. Like we had some talent, you know, and I just wish I would have play with them the year before. I missed the GPA thing by like a .5. I was like a 1.9. I was already starting at like kick returning receiver, and we was gonna go off. But your most important year of your high school career is really like your junior year. Your senior year, you're supposed to just chill. I messed that up. So one door closes, another one opens.
That's a fact. Yo, they definitely don't care about grades in boxing.
Not at all. Not at all. You can know nothing.
Yeah.
And as long as you know how to fight and throw a 1-2, and that's all that matters.
Yep. But yo, you were saying that you were basically surrounded by athletes too that were doing their thing. I'm sure that motivates you. That keeps you on point.
Big motivation. They didn't know it. I always express it, but I'm truly grateful for them for showing me like, don't give up, keep going, because they didn't have easy paths to get to the NFL and stay in the NFL and stay on teams. Like once you get to the NFL, it's hard, bro. Just the best players in the world. You're the best player out your country. Not country, but your state, and then your college, and then you go to the NFL. It's like that's everybody. It's like the NBA. Like it's a different level. So to stay there and be consistent, to play, to win rings and do certain things, like that's big, and I'm proud of them.
It definitely never gets easier.
Never.
So you just got to keep going and get better.
Harder. Yeah, got to work hard, man.
So tell me about when you first stepped into a boxing gym. Like, how was that for you? Because you grew up fighting in the streets. I'm assuming it wasn't like organized fighting, like out here. Like how in Miami
something
they do
happened at a club and something happened at schoolhouse and
That's the crazy shit.
You
anything
can
happen. Anything can happen with that. It's not even about skills at that point. So thank God.
It's life that I'm here.
Exactly. Thank God that He's protecting you, because bro, the streets are crazy.
Yeah, they're crazier now, but they're crazy back then too.
So did you feel like at home when you stepped into a boxing gym and started training as a fighter?
It felt like something I always needed and always wanted to do, to control my anger, my pain, to have that outlet. If I had that growing up, my life probably would have been totally different. And my life is different because of fighting and boxing. It really saved my life. And I know a lot of people say that, but I truly mean that. Like I was going down the wrong, dark path, not doing good things, not making great choices. And getting into boxing, starting in amateurs, being around other amateurs, really opened up my eyes and my heart, and just from there, it took off, man. It was hard even in amateurs. I was a grown man already, had kids, I was working. I couldn't really train like how other amateurs can train with the support they have, and I always had to, just make it work. I still won a few belts, had a good record, but I'm thankful for being here, the opportunity to, pass on that knowledge to other young boxers or grown men that feel like it's too late for them to pursue something, chase something. Like it's never too late. If you really want something, put your all into it, and you can make it happen.
I agree. Yo, shout out to Ulysses Monster Diaz. He started his professional fighting career at 35, bro.
Truly.
So that, like you said, it's never too late. Shout out to Uli.
Shout out to Uli.
And he himself, just doing that, has inspired a bunch of other people.
Especially Miami. He got influence worldwide, though he just don't know it. He probably does know it, but just trust me. If I got kids hitting me up from another continent and just you're my motivation, grown men telling me I help them beat this and beat that, that's everything, man, because one of the reasons we're here on this earth is to inspire, is to support one another, you know what I mean? So to do that on a global scale, it's amazing.
Yeah, bro, it's a blessing. Did you have somebody to look up to in the fighting world when you stepped into it? Like any pros or any people in the gym, maybe coaches?
I liked a lot of pros, but it was really just people in my camp. Like when I first started, my eyes was just so big. I even used to street fighting, and all these people around me that I know that's, from the same places I'm from, in the same area, it's like they doing something I always want to do, and I'm just like so happy to be around them. Like Rambo, my friend Yeti, Bryce and Bobby. It's just so much people. We had this gym called Bang Camp, and that's where we all met at. And they was there before me, but once I got there, like they treated me like family, and it's like something I really needed, man. At that time in my life, it was godsend.
That's what's up, man. That's important because, boxing, even combat sports, there's no team, it's just you. So to have people around you, behind the scenes, working with them and helping each other get better, that's big.
Yeah, no, it truly is. A lot of reason why I'm here right now, and I have the work ethic I have and the skills I have is sparring those guys I named, being around those guys, seeing them do it first, and wanting to be like them. You know, they probably don't hear it from me. I probably told them before and showed them my gratitude, but like they really inspired me and pushed me to the levels that I'm at right now, and I'm so grateful for them and just our first coach and all the coaches I've had up to this point. You know, everybody had a piece in my journey, friends, family, sponsors. I'm so grateful and just thankful for them.
Yes, sir. That's what's up. And when you first started going into the amateurs, how many amateur fights did you do before going pro?
I had less than 20. I don't remember the exact number, but it was like doing the amateurs, it was kind of rocky. I moved to Georgia, and then I had to come back, and it was just like, it's time to go pro. And that's when I finally took boxing and fighting serious, because in amateurs, it was like I had a moving job, so I used to move in the truck with these other people, and we used to go to our houses and move stuff. And it took up a lot of time, so I couldn't train all the time. So when I come back, it's fight time, and I got like a week left to fight. And these kids that I'm about to fight been training for months. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I'm at a disadvantage, but I still pulled through. I still won a few belts, medals, stuff like that. And I made it work, man. I just had to make it work. That's basically it. Just had to put my head down and just keep moving forward. That's it.
Yep.
But once we went pro, there was no more working. Like I put my all into boxing, like training 24/7, like how I do now. Like if I want to be great at something, I wanted my craft to show, you know, and be perfect at it or close to perfect, you have to put that much into it. If I half-step, I wouldn't be here. You wouldn't want to have me on your podcast. People wouldn't want to sponsor me. They wouldn't know who I am. But because I work so hard and I take the sacrifice of not working to put everything into, you know, boxing and fighting, it's really like giving me a new life, giving me new, you know, hope, you know, to just be bigger than what I ever thought I could be. And I'm just starting, so.
True. That's what's up. So that transition from professional boxing to then taking off the gloves and going in there bare knuckle, like, tell me about that experience. Like, what made you want to do that, and how crazy is that, bro? Because not everybody could do that. Like,
it's not really crazy to me because I started without the gloves. It's not like I was in the gym from 8 years old, like Floyd and Javonta, and then took off the gloves. Like, my first fight was a bare knuckle fight. My second fight was a bare knuckle fight, and then I had a pro boxing fight. So yeah, I was in the gym sparring, but I fought and punched many of faces and cracked many of bones on my hand and broke jaws and noses and stuff with these hands and without gloves. So it was second nature to me, but it really started when Jared Kid Gotti got into bare knuckle, and he was like the bridge. He went in there, I think he was on fire, like 4-0, 5-0. He fought for the belt, won the belt, and it's just like, damn. And he was just blowing up. He was just getting bigger, and it's like, this is real. And BKFC became the fastest combat sports, you know? And it just like, you know, I was supposed to be the first bare knuckle fighter, but my mom and the person I was with at that time didn't kind of want me to do that. They thought it was dangerous, and it is dangerous. So kind of like slowed down on it. Stuff happened in life. I had to move away. Like I said, I went to Georgia. By the time I came back, Kid Gotti already was doing it. So I finally got into it, and been nonstop since then.
Yeah, bro, that shit's another. To me, it's crazy because like you could be a great boxer, but in bare knuckle, if you get hit once and get sliced open, like
it's happened to me.
That's what I'm saying.
Dude, I can easily be cut my eye, and on my box rec, it has a doctor stoppage and it says a TKO. I never touched the ground.
Yeah.
Never was hurt. Because the doctor seen the cut, even though we seen worse cuts, they stopped the fight. So I can live with that forever. This guy
wild,
thinking
bro.
he can, you know, but it happens. You know, I went into the fight not in my right mindset, coming off an injury, 6-month layoff from a surgery, and I just was kind of too forward, pressing too forward, running into punches that I could have evaded, and I paid for it. So it was a learning lesson. I learned from it, and it's never happened again. So it's not going to happen again.
That's all that matters. You got to learn from it.
Yeah.
So tell me about, you mentioned mindset. How do you keep your mind right?
Honestly, it's hard overall because life is so challenging. You know, I have kids.
Shout out to you for being a dad, bro. That's a blessing.
It truly is. It's the reason why I'm here right now. If I didn't have kids, I wouldn't be here. I would definitely be dead or in jail. So my kids are everything. They're my why. So the fact that my kids need me, I have to provide anything I go through mentally. Like I just have to tough it out, man. Like I've done my whole life. Like I've never given anything, never silver spoon, never. Like everything I had to get is a result of hard work, of getting over something, getting past something, going through this, but still going, and that's what makes me me, because I can have a year like I had last year. Lost like 5, 6 friends, back to back, friends, family members. I dedicated 3 or 4 of my fights in a row to friends I lost. Family fell apart, lost my fiance, got blackmailed, went into my title fight with all that on me, went through the worst experience that I've ever been through. Somebody tried to assassinate my character, and it almost worked. Even though everything was false, people don't know that people take stuff, and I lost a lot last year, and it just like weighing on me. Went into the title fight after just having surgery on my hand, and I still had to do it. And it's like I still went out there and fought 5 rounds. I still won fight of the night. Yeah, I didn't win because I wasn't at my best mentally, but with all that I went through, a lot of people would have quit. A lot of people would not even took the opportunity to fight the dude, knowing that they weren't at their best, knowing that it's stuff in the dark that people are doing to try to literally kill me. Threats to my life, threats to my family, making me lose sponsors on BKFC page, saying all type of foul things that are false. And it's just like, I went through all that. So if I can get through that, to me, like, mentally, now, I'm so strong. Beginning of this year, I got baptized, and I feel like I washed all that off, You're gonna always have losses. You're gonna have friends and family that you lose, but the other stuff that happened, like, I'm real big on family, and I try to keep my family, I try to keep everything going, and, like, I'm not saying I'm the best boyfriend or anything like that, but, like, I try my hardest to do what I need to do. Sometimes, you just don't get a second chance with a person because people change. When you get that person the first time, and that's how they are the first time, but once you mess up, you don't get that same person, that with men and women, so. And I had to go through all that, man, and I'm thankful to still be here because I was at that point that I didn't want to be here, that I was tired of going through the things that I went through, man. So your mental is so important. So to the young fighters that's watching this, that will watch this, like, it's good to have a nice body. It's good to run 1,000 miles, but you need to make sure that you're mentally there, because you come fight night, if you're not, you won't perform your best. And that is a true testament to myself and to fighters like Mike Tyson. Fighters that you see sometimes that just look off, and you're like, why did he look like that at that time? But all these other times he look magnificent. Your mental plays a big part, man. It's like, sometimes when you get in that ring, if you're not fully there, you're gonna lose. And it sucks that it happened to me, but now I can tell people that comes after me that, like, yo, before you go into your biggest fight and get your biggest opportunity, get your mind right. Don't just think that you gotta watch film and do this boxing stuff. Make sure you meditate, make sure you talk to somebody, make sure you open up. Because a big part of last year, when everything happened to me, I held everything inside. I tried to get everything to God and just keep chugging, and nobody knew what was wrong with me, but after everything happened, I came out and said certain stuff to, come into defense for myself, because I wasn't defending anything, because I wanted to just, like, focus on my fight. And that was the problem. I was training crazy. I was in the best shape of my life, but my head, it just wasn't there.
Yeah,
so that's
bro.
big, man. Mentally, your mental stability is big, bro. And anything you do, not just fighting, life.
Yep.
Life.
I agree. Yo, I'm sorry for your losses, but bro, it's a blessing that you're here. And when you go through losses and you lose people that you care about in life, you realize how much of a blessing life really is and how short it could be.
Truly.
So, and I agree, bro. Your mindset is everything. Like, some people lose a fight before they even walk into the ring.
That was me.
Yeah,
and that was my biggest fight, bro. I fought through everything, the cut, the loss, the breaks, 2 surgeries, all that. I fought through all that, man. Got to my biggest moment and got crushed by myself. I mean, it was outside factors and people doing foul stuff that you wouldn't expect them to do, stuff that I would never do to another fighter. But you gotta find a way past. I wanted to get past. I wanted to beat it. Trust me, I swear I did. But I'm only human, man. And I dealt with a lot of mental problems throughout my whole life, and that right there, that crushed me. Because it wasn't just them coming after me. It was them coming after my family, my kids, and, like, something that is going to affect my whole life. It wasn't just, like, small. It was something,
Yeah, bro. Sometimes when you're at your lowest, the thing that people should do is look for God, like pray to God and look for
Amen.
guidance.
Amen.
And I like how you said you got baptized, because that shows that you were looking for God. And are you a religious person?
I'm not. I was never big on religion. Family was never like that. But my ex-fiance, we went on a journey together and got into it, and it was really helpful for me in a lot of different ways. And I appreciate her for doing that, and the pastor and my friend that I met that brought us to the church, because being in church, creating that relationship with God, changed everything, and I can truly say that.
Yeah, I'm not too much of a religious person. Like, I respect everybody's religion.
Of course, me
But
too.
at the end of the day, I feel like it's different stories for the same higher power.
Yeah.
So,
It can be.
as long as you are grateful and you let go, let God, and just, pray to the man above, I feel like everything will work its way out.
Amen.
So you said you came through, you just got back from like one of the toughest years. So the only way...
That's the toughest of my life. I had some tough years, bro. I went through a lot of years that I almost didn't make it in a lot of different ways. But last year was like, whoa, like I never experienced something like that, and just because I'm not that type of person. For a person to try to paint a certain picture of me to the world, it was foul, man. It was foul. But it made me stronger, better, spiritually, mentally. My physical, I'm at my top right now. So hopefully I never have a year like that again,
Yeah, the only way from here is up.
Truly.
So, and when you were down there, like you said, you learned a lot. So you're going to take that with you everywhere you go now, and you can inspire other people that are going through it too. So that's a blessing within itself.
Yeah, it is.
And bro, at the end of the day, you might have had your toughest year, but for the ones that don't know or didn't know, you still were able to have a title fight in BKFC, which is a huge accomplishment within itself, win or lose. So going into that fight, you might have not been there mentally, but the fact that you made it there is a blessing within itself.
It's just me going through all the trials and tribulations I've been through life. Like, I had my family out there, I had my daughter out there, my mom, first time watching me fight BKFC.
First time?
And I flew her out, my management company flew her out. I flew my ex-fiance and my daughter out. Got my daughter first time being there, and it was just like, I didn't want to give up. I found out the night before that everybody knew and things were getting sent to everybody, and I didn't know, and it kind of took me for a shock. And then had people hit me up like from Vegas, like, we're gonna drive out there. So it was like, quit on these people, quit on your fans, quit on your family, or tough it out and go through it. I went through it.
And now you got another fight coming up.
Yeah.
September 13th. How are you feeling about that?
I'm feeling very good. I'm feeling blessed. I'm feeling, like I said, last year happened for a reason, because how I feel now, even though this year hasn't been easy, I'm stronger in every way.
Yeah, bro. I want to see you win on the 13th and go back for that title fight.
That's all I'm waiting on.
What do you think about the guy that's holding the belt right now?
He has a skill. He does what he does. He's good, but he was a part of what happened last year. And certain things you do, regardless if you hear something, and as fighters, we should have some level of respect, some honor, and you don't do certain things. Some people play mind games. There is no rules on war, as people like to say, but it's certain stuff you don't do. You shouldn't want to win certain ways or try to hinder somebody else because you heard something or something was given to you, especially if you don't know if it's true. So doing certain things, like things he did on like live national television right before our fight when we got in the ring, I would never do that to him or anybody, even if it's been done to me and I felt how that felt. And that drowning feeling, or feeling like, did the whole world hear that and my family, you know what I'm saying? That wasn't cool. So it just, he's a champ, but I wouldn't say he's a great person, because there's certain things you're not supposed to do, bro. And that's not his first time doing that. So,
he's a champ for now, but that's temporary. Who you are as a person, your character, and the karma that you have, that's forever.
Oh, truly.
So at the end of the day,
truly.
like, you might have a belt, but
it catches up to you eventually, man.
Yeah, bro.
And
I didn't know there could be so much drama and mind games within fighting. I thought it was just the better man wins, get in there and just
if you can't beat somebody, you can't beat somebody in the physical form, and they have insight on you not being always mentally strong, they attack your mental, they attack your family, they attack your character in front of the masses. Not something that's secret, but in front of the masses, bro. If I had all the information, I can show you everything. You'll be like, that's sick. I'm not a person.
Yeah,
I'm not a softie. I'm not a crybaby. Like, you want to fight, you got that. But everybody know that wasn't me in there at my best fighting. And you can't see it. You can have people that know me from coming up, people that watch me fight, like they knew something was off immediately. You know, but
Yeah, to be honest, I have no idea what was said or what happened behind the scenes, but I don't even want to, unless you want to bring it up. I don't even want to really talk about it.
I don't even want to go in detail. I already don't talk about it enough, but if I go into detail, it's like, it's not going to be like, it's not going to do nothing for me. It's not going to do anything for the podcast. It's not going to do nothing for that person. Like, if you know type of thing. It's not something I want to give energy, but you asked me into part of the question, so I want to give a real answer. You know, I just don't want to go into detail about it because I don't want it. Not even say it would anger me, but it would just, like I said, it was just so distasteful. It would just like after everything I've been through, after everything I worked for, you guys would literally try to like blow up my world with something that wasn't even real. You know what I mean? Shout
out to you and respect to you for just moving forward with it and not being the type of person that brings that energy back and tries to start that new beef and new drama and you just move forward.
Ain't no beef. I sin when I sin.
There you go. Just move forward and focus on yourself, bro. Focus on your family. Focus on your fans. Focus on your sponsors. That's what really matters at the end of the day.
Amen.
And just keep stacking up the W's, bro.
I got
and
you,
just get
man.
better.
Trust me, I got you.
Every fight get better, bro.
Like I said,
and then
it helped me.
Speaking of sponsors, you want to shout out any sponsors? Anybody that's been riding with you?
I got so many sponsors.
That's a blessing.
It's a blessing, yo.
For real, bro. Because I know, like, from interviewing fighters, because you know the Miami hustle, I try to figure out everybody's hustle, why they do what they do, and how they do what they do.
Yeah.
When it comes to the fight world, bro, it's really fucking hard to be a fighter because
people
you're not
don't understand
that. Bro, it's that I understand it just because talking to fighters, but you're not getting paid when you're not fighting,
bro,
and you can't be fighting every week.
Months,
so you need
no pay. You need like either a job, which takes away from your craft.
But if you get a job, you
don't understand that
dedicating time and energy to something else that's not gonna help you in the ring.
I got Shaq as a sponsor.
That's what's up,
the fact
bro. That's
that
huge.
He sponsored me. Shout out to Shaq.
Shout out Diesel.
He's an amazing person, man. Like it happened randomly, and like Kobe and him was my favorite players growing up. That's the only reason why I like basketball.
Damn, hold up. You said it happened randomly?
Like I just
that's crazy.
Tagged him in like a reel.
That's
and like
crazy.
He commented back in the DMs, and I'm like,
nah, what?
I'm like, bro, so like that's God, cause like out of all these athletes, that's better than me in a better position. Whatever you want to say, sponsor, like he chose to take a liking to me, and like we real to have a relationship. Like
that's
you know what I'm saying?
Huge, bro.
It's
like,
crazy. Like I can't even like explain it, but shout out to Shaq.
I was gonna say, honestly, bro, I thought you had maybe like a relationship outside of the ring before that sponsorship with Shaq.
It was
damn, I didn't know it was random like that.
And people always ask me, how you get this
everybody, shoot your shot. Always shoot your shot.
Shoot that shot, man.
Yo, you never know.
Shout out to Demesman in Dover. That's Victor Demesman. He's my manager. All In. Forever Young. That's anti-aging. They always sponsor me. Native Roots, Inkaholic, Dynamic Wellness, Design Smile Miami. Oh, I got so much. Let me see if I can get them in my head. I don't lie, I got a lot, man. Billboard, Nerds. I don't want to forget none, man, because like all of them important to me. You know what I mean? They all do something that's helping me along the way. Shout out to my guy Abe. He's a chiropractor in Broward County. Best. Shout out to my coach, Ada Velez Boxing, you know, we getting right, you know what I mean? Hold on, let me see my phone real quick because you asked me for the shot. Let me get like a few more.
I'm all about shout outs and I'm all about sponsors, bro.
No, because I want to
be the ones that, because bro, you can have fans that believe in you, like for sure, but the sponsors really believe in you because they're also investing in you.
Real deal investments.
Yeah.
I got actually a Miami sponsor that I got down here. It's a car wrapping place. They're like in Hollandale. It's AWS Wrap. Their wraps are clean as hell. You want to go on my page, see what they got for you guys. They can change your car. You can have a brand new car. Like great prices. I got HKA USA just sent me some headgear, sent me some gloves. They're dope.
Bro.
Adams Boxing. They don't sponsor me, but they always show mad love. They repost my stuff. They're like one of my favorite shoes. And love them to death, man. That's what's great brand, you know.
I saw you in a store recently.
Where?
Bro, I forget the store's name.
Oh, man, you talking about Players Closet? Shout out to Players Closet. I've been going there for 10 plus years. Meaning strip. Everybody asks how you put it together, da-da-da. Players Closet,
Players
954
Closet.
at Broward Mall. Trust me.
So-
Trust me. It's so many. I don't want to take it. So, I already got like a few of them out the way, but like, truly, man. if I
They
forgot any-
all deserve a shout out, bro.
No, for sure,
So
man.
it's all good.
Oh, I just got a new sponsor. The Pavement Company. They dropped my fight tees. Shout out to the Pavement Company. Great set of guys. Great vision. They really like gave me motivation, man, because they came and they're like doing things that no other sponsor has done. You know what I mean? And shout out to them for real, man. Y'all tapping with them. Y'all bought some shirts. They got their own shirts, not just my fight shirt. Like Pavement Company, truly dope guys.
That's what's up.
Appreciate it, fam.
Yeah, so when it comes to sponsors, bro, I want to ask you because for the fighters that are listening that, you know, again, it's hard, bro. It's not easy to be a fighter, especially to get these sponsorships. That's kind of like a hustle within itself. You have to build relationships. You have to network. So I want to ask you, like, how, and you're a great person to ask because you have all these sponsors. How are you able to get sponsors?
I have
like,
a lot.
Aside from your management, shout out to management.
Shout out to management.
Always helping.
How I got all the sponsors is one true answer. I'm gonna give you all the details to it, but it's God. I don't know why. I don't know how. God loves me abundantly. He blesses me. Like, he gave me the personality. He gave me the voice. He gave me the intelligence when I talk. I don't know. People gravitate towards me. My energy and my heart is genuine. Like, if I say I love you, if I say I'm gonna do this for you, I'm gonna do it. You know, that's how I am. That's how I always been. You know what I mean? I'm a very loyal person. So just be yourself. You know, go out there. Even if you have to DM a person, even if you want to meet them in person so they can see your personality, like, you got to show something more than just the fighting. People love the fighting, but once they meet me, they're like, you're a great guy. I like you. I'm going to put you on with this other sponsor. I'm going to hook you up with this sponsor. I'm like, well, thank you. God bless you. And it's just like, it's all love after that. Like, I don't do anything special. I literally just be myself. Like,
That's fire.
I
was gonna say, shout out to God, bro.
Yeah,
shout out to God.
I can't tell you, there's no secret recipe. There is no doing this and doing that. Like, I literally just be myself. And I wish that every fighter can get the sponsors I get, because it's a lot of fighters that deserve the same recognition and sponsors that I get. Sometimes some people just aren't people persons and stuff like that. And like, I don't know, like, I try to help people all the time. I give little tips, like, do this more on Instagram, do this more, but I don't go crazy on Instagram either. But, you know, things have happened to me in my life, and it's just like, people like to hear my story, people like to, you know, pick my brain, and I give them the raw, the truth, and they just, okay, we'll sponsor you. I'm like, God bless you.
Yeah,
So,
being genuine goes a long way, and
Truly.
people gravitate towards that. I'm all about energy. The
You can
energy
feel
you
it.
give off, it comes back.
Yeah, you can
So
feel it.
that's what's up, bro.
Shut up.
And I want to ask you for, again, the people that are listening and are thinking about becoming a fighter, or just started being a fighter, or just started training for one. Like, what advice would you give someone like that?
My advice to anybody that wants to be a real fighter, if you want to do it for fun, that's fine. You know, in the amateurs, once you get to the pro leagues, you want to really take it seriously. You know, you don't want to cause your family distress or anything that can be bad for your health. You know, you want to take every day serious, just like living. You know, it can be going just like that. With boxing, it can be going just like that. Hand injuries, eye injuries, anything like that. So you want to protect yourself. You want to work on every aspect of the game, because you can never be perfect. There's always some work to put in defensively, offensively, mentally, therapy, stretching. Like, it's so many layers to being a fighter. And you have to find which layers work best for you and try to amplify those. So with that being said, put your all into everything that you do, especially fighting if you're doing fighting, because there is no half-stepping. There's no big toe in, rest of your foot out. It's literally, you have to walk through that door and you have to really want it. You have to separate yourself from all the other fighters, just like in baseball, basketball, football. They try to separate themselves from all the other positions and people that play their positions. You have to be different. You have to be unique. Whether it's your skill, your talent, your work ethic, whatever it is, excel in something that you're great at, and the rest will fall in line.
Yep, you got to go all in, especially with fighting. It's no joke. That's dangerous. Shout out All In. You already know.
Well, my shirt say, you gotta go.
Yep, always, bro. And let's talk about the next fight. What do you know about your next opponent?
He's a dead man.
Yeah.
That's all I know. I don't too much care about him. He's talking a lot. He's like the bully of the 145 because he's tall like me, but he be talking crazy to everybody and like, so I'm so happy that I get the chance to bully the bully, you know? So that's all I have to say about that. A few weeks out, I'm gonna show him like everything that he think that I'm not. I'm gonna show him that I'm that plus.
He's been talking shit about you?
He was talking shit. He talked shit about everybody. Then tried to act like he was humble. Then when I finally called him out after he won his fight and called me out, he made it seem like I started something. Like, bro, when he hit me up, when I had to fight with the dude last year, and he was in the comments, I'm like, bro, let me have no business with him first. Respectfully, I said it respectfully, and you know we can fight after that. And he was respectful. But then out of nowhere, he fought somebody and then got on like his walking back and talking about they found my opponent on the side of the road. The opponent he had fought was, I believe, 1-1. The dude I fought at the time was 3-1, and he knocked everybody out that he fought. And they found my opponent on the side of the road. But your dude only has 1 win. So it's like people just say stuff and then they get defensive. It's like it's weird. But I said, okay, send him the contract. You want to fight? Send you the contract. Because you claim nobody want to fight you. Me, I fought heavyweights. I spar heavyweights. I fought big dudes in the street when I was 16. I'm not scared of no man. I fear only one being in this world, and that's God. And another man doesn't put anything in my soul at all. Pause. Whoa. But just
damn, that shit was deep.
I just had to pause, man. Oh shit. Wait. Let's not start this. Right now. But no, GG. Like, I've been in too many altercations, too many fights, too many things that like I could have lost my life without the hands. In other ways that I think I'm scared of you and what you have to bring. Nah, I know what I'm bringing. So whatever you bring, I'll be ready for it.
Some people gotta get humbled. Some people gotta get humbled, bro.
Truly,
some people just talk to talk.
Oh, for sure.
And they like the attention. Some people need the attention.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah,
and they don't have the skills, you know?
Yeah.
You gotta do something to stand out.
Ain't nothing wrong with it, man.
How tall is he?
Game. Oh, he might. Maybe a little taller. Maybe the same. Maybe a little shorter. Who knows? It ain't gonna matter when that back land on the... Never mind. Pause. Pause.
Shit's getting crazy, bro.
Shit getting crazy. Shit getting spooky.
But yeah, bro, I mean, you don't seem too worried at all.
I'm not worried just because I've been dogging the workouts. I've been going ham. Like, I feel so good in every aspect. Like, I feel this will be my best performance all around. I do truly feel that. And I'm so happy because what I went through recently and what I've still been going through this year, from last year and just everything, like personal shit, like the fact that I'm like handling everything so well and I'm just in a great mindset and just like, I'm not letting it hinder my training. I'm not letting it hinder my sparring or like my energy. Like I'm above it. You know what I mean? Like how I said, like what happened last year, it happened, but that shit made me.
Yeah, you're growing through it. Like you're going through it, but then also growing through it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's what happens, bro.
Nah, but everything happens for a reason.
Yep.
Maybe God was testing me. I'm gonna keep passing the test now. No. Maybe even though I feel like I failed the test last year, maybe in his eyes I passed it because I'm still here. Yeah. Because I got baptized, because I, repented and tried to fix things and, even got cool back with like people that I wasn't cool with, that I thought was responsible for it, all type of stuff. Like I forgave and I kept moving on. I don't hold no hate in my heart. I don't harbor no bad feelings. I may not like you. I may not be around you every single day, but hey, I wish you the best. Do your thing. And when I see you, I see you.
Yeah, what you said, that's huge right there. For anybody listening, to be able to forgive and not have hate in your heart, that's huge, bro, because when you don't forgive, you keep that hate in your heart.
It weighs down on you.
Yeah, bro, like we talked about, the energy that you have is like what comes back too. So if you hold hate in your heart and you don't just let go and forgive, that's just gonna follow you.
It truly will.
And it holds back blessings, I feel like.
Yeah, it definitely does, man. And shout out to Victor Demesman. He told me that he went through a situation on his own, and he told me, man, you just gotta let it go, bro. And it was so hard for me. I'm like, nah, man, fuck that, fuck this, fuck this.
Yeah.
Like, cause they tried to destroy my life, bro. Knowing that I'm not the best up here all the time. I went through a lot, bro. I've done a lot, bro. So it's
like poking a bear.
yes, poking the spot that we know we're gonna poke, and when we poke the spot, we know the real you in terms like it's gonna show that, you know. So it's like
mind games are crazy, bro. That's
the mind game I went through was more than crazy, bro.
Yeah.
It was devastating when everything got found out. And I went through it was like a tsunami rushing in right in before the fight. It was like, what?
Yo, good thing you're a fighter, bro. You could take that shit out in the ring and in practice.
Oh, I mean, I wanted to if I could feel anything. Once that happened, every punch I landed in that fight and he hit me, I couldn't even feel anything, bro. It's like my body went numb. My mind just went blank. Everything I worked on, I'm just in the ring. My body probably was just moving off of just muscle memory because I didn't even plan or like know what I was doing. It took me probably a good few weeks to watch my fight. I'm like, oh shit, I didn't do too bad, but I didn't remember anything, bro. Like, and after the fight, because the whole thing was what around when I'm going around is like he said something to me, but it was bigger about what he said and what it was about.
Mm-hmm.
And after the fight, and I got my stitches on the cuts I had, and I saw him and he tried to like be respectful. I didn't say anything about the fight, and I put this on my life. I said, hey, bro, don't you ever fucking say something like that to me again. Like, that shit ain't true. That shit don't play. Like, that was the first thing. I had to address that. I didn't say good win or I didn't bring up the fight. Oh, you cheated. I didn't give a fuck about the fight.
Yeah,
and that's the main problem about it. Once I didn't care about the fight went how it went.
Yeah. Nah, for sure, bro. That shit is like personal at that point.
They like took my heart out of it. And it wasn't just him. It was a lot of people. It wasn't, trust me, it was more than just him. But the fact that he got himself involved into it because somebody that was conspiring against me sent it to him or his team, and you'll use that right. Like, you didn't use it the whole time. We had a press conference here, there. We went to a face-off. You told me not to knock your glasses off. I was respectful. I didn't touch your glasses. You had this on your mind. Or maybe it got sent the night before or the day of, and you just felt the need to drop a bomb on me right before the fight. And because that person who gave you the information must have said, this is gonna fuck him up, because they know me.
Wild.
And it's the fact that I wasn't so mad at him at that moment. I was mad at the people back home because it's like, how could y'all? I know this is my biggest moment. I know how hard I work for this, the odds I face, and this is what y'all gonna do because, you know.
Shit happens, bro, but fuck it. You gotta have fun with it. That's the main thing. Like, this next fight, I can tell you're gonna have fun.
Oh,
you're
I'm
gonna be
lit.
dancing in that
Like
ring.
I said, I'm over it already. I'm just talking
Yeah.
about it because, you know, you wanted to hear about it, so I gave you a little bit more detail. But other than that, bro, like, I'm so much stronger and blessed because of it. I wish to God it didn't happen. I wouldn't wish it on you, your worst enemy, my worst enemy. But at the end of the day, it happened, and how it fortified my mind, I feel like nothing can, like, really, like, you know, so that would have crushed me or had me hindered from last year and years before. And this year, I'm like, oh, that's what it is? Bet. That's, okay. Bet. Oh, you don't want to? Bet. Oh, you ain't? Bet. Like, who you are and what you do, that's how I'm taking it.
Yeah, at the end of the day, I feel like it's not all about the W's in the ring. It's more about the W's outside the ring. Because, again, like, the belt is temporary. A fighting career is temporary.
You want to win at life. You want to be, you know, you want your character to shine. You want to see, you want people to remember you. Oh, yeah, he won that fight. No, that's a great father. That's a great man. That's a great person.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's going to carry more weight than, oh, he's a great fighter. Yeah, you may have social status, you may have money, but if you a piece of shit person, then what does it really matter? You know, if you don't give back, if you don't help, if you don't uplift your people, your brothers, other people, like, what does it matter? You know?
And I just want to give another shout out to Yuli, because that's really how I feel about him. Like, if you ask me what Yuli's professional fighting career is, bro, I could honestly tell you, I don't even care. It doesn't even matter to me.
Person,
exactly.
He's a great dude. And he went through the same trials and tribulations and different ones that you can just tell that it molded him.
That's what I'm saying. So, like, the record doesn't matter, but I know of him and met him through fighting. Yeah. So, again, it's not about the W's in the ring. It's about what you do outside of the ring when you have everybody around you. Like, how are you able to uplift people? How are you able to inspire people? How are you able to help people? Because, bro, a champion that's not a champion outside the ring, what is he really?
Shit.
He's just a
poster boy.
Exactly. So, yeah, bro, that's what's up, man. We got a big fight coming up. You already know it's at the Hard Rock.
Co-main event.
If you don't have your tickets, you're slacking. That's just probably going to get sold out.
Hit me up, man. It's going to be sold out. I got the tickets on deck. 55, 75, 100, 125. Come get at me, man.
Yes, sir. Hey, we're going to be there. You already know we're going to keep supporting you.
Appreciate
and
you.
I want to ask you, though, what's next for you, you know, aside from this fight, like outside the ring stuff? Like, what do you got going on? Because, you know, we support everybody that comes on the show. We're going to keep supporting you, anything that you do in and out of the ring. So
I still got my brand, Neighborhood Champs. It's about the kids. It's a nonprofit. Kids that grow with single-parent households. You know, we giving back clothes. We doing events to keep the kids out the street, give them boxing equipment, football equipment, basketball equipment, anything that kids need, like, to support. So if you don't follow the page, it's Neighborhood Champs, NH Champs on Instagram. Y'all get at us to help us do more for the community. That's a big thing that me and my partner has started. I want to do more things like that, of that nature, and just helping the next generation coming up, man. That's my next thing. As far as myself solely, so I have some modeling opportunities that's coming up. I want to get more into like fashion too. I'm really big on fashion. You know, the ball is rolling on a lot, you know, so whatever I can do that I like and I have the power to do, I will do it. And whatever I can do for the community and the fighters that surround me, getting them sponsors, helping the youth, I'm gonna do that too.
that's what's up. Speaking of the next generation, you sponsored an athlete out here, right? From the clothesline.
Yeah, man, you
Shout
know,
out
Nyquil.
Shout out Knuckle. You already
know,
know
he's
Nyquil Nichols out here. He's next up.
Oh yeah, he's gonna be a champion. Like his dad, man. I tell his dad all the time, like, yo, you don't understand like how it makes me feel to see them. Like I never had a dad at all. Like I was born into this world, no dad. My dad got murdered before I was even.
Damn, bro. Sorry
you know
to
what I'm
hear
saying?
that.
It happens. Thank you. But so to see him go so hard for his kid, put him in situations and rooms to elevate him, and you can tell it's not for him, it's for his kid. He sees his kid loves this. So I'm gonna push my kid and give him all the opportunity he can to make his dream come true. If you have fathers like that in every household, bro, or a role model or a brother, you wouldn't have so many of these senseless killings, people in jail, just all the stupidity that goes on in the world. It starts at home, bro. If you have the right parent, the right guidance, everything is like limitless, bro. Some people don't have it and still make it far, but when you do have it, this thing says easier, but it's easier to stay on the straight path and make it somewhere and be somebody and create a change in this world and then pass it on to the next person and then pass it on to the next person rather than passing on violence and, you know, drugs and like, all this stuff like that.
Yeah, bro. Shout out to Nicky Nichols. That's Nyquil's dad. He is an amazing father. He's an amazing person too, just like Yuli. And bro, you know, birds of the same feather flock together, really.
Hey, boy, you just said something.
That's really what it's about, bro. Like, he's always there for his kid, and like his kid's 10, bro. His kid isn't the one driving to practice every day.
Bro.
His kid isn't the one that's going to all these places by himself. You know, his dad is behind the scenes, but that's a great father right there, putting him in positions to win.
All respect
he has him with
man.
The best coaches, and shout out to Nyquil too, because Nyquil goes hard, bro.
Oh,
like,
bro, hard. Man, you can tell, like, it's not a father that's forcing his kid to do it.
No, it's a father that's helping him,
The
bro.
kid is forcing, like, Dad, you better. It's almost like that, and that's amazing to see, like, but they both as equal. You know, it's a beautiful thing to see. And I had to sponsor. I'm like, bro, if I got the money and I can help you with this, or you can rep my brand, like, I got you, bro. I believe you. I believe in what you're doing. And I got other kids that's just like him, older, younger, that I do the same thing for, because I didn't have that. I was an amateur, grown man, no support, no nothing. So I know how hard it is when you don't got support, when you don't got a family that believes in you, when you don't got the money to go to this tournament, that tournament. Bro, like, my partner helped fly Nyquil out to a tournament.
That's big time.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, we not rich. I'm far from rich. I can't
just make it happen.
I'm not even smelling rich. I'm getting middle class, like, bro. But the fact that I can, when I have a chance to help the sponsor athletes that I have out, or my partner, that's big, bro. That does a lot for their motivation. The reason why they're doing it is like, I'm doing this and it's paying off. You know, and people need that, especially kids that's growing up and feel like, damn, I'm working hard, but nothing ain't coming from it. Yeah, keep working, but look, I'm gonna get this and show you, okay, we believe in you. That gives them so much fire inside, and that's how they become great.
Yep, that's a fact, bro. Yo, HD, appreciate you for coming through for real. You're doing big things in the ring and
hustle.
Yes, sir. You already know. And what's important is you're doing big things outside the ring too. So keep going. You already know September 13th. Don't miss out. You better pull up.
You gonna say
I'm about to see another W.
Hey, y'all gonna see something crazy.
Let's go.